Hey guys, a lot of you have been complimenting me on my makeup lately and you guys have been making me feel so good about myself. I thought it would be fun to sit down and show you guys step by step how I have been creating this glowing look. A little hint of pregnancy does the trick, but mostly a little bit of shimmering powder and makeup. But I hope that you guys enjoy this foundation routine and let's get started. I always start out with a clean face and my hands are washed because I am going to be touching my face. The first step that I use is I do a correctness under my eyes. I use a Bobbi Brown corrector, and what a corrector is it is a peach salmon color that goes under your eyes to not conceal your eyes but to correct the color of your eye. I have a lot of purpleness, I have a lot of blueness hues to my under eye area, and I could put a concealer over my eyes and it would be fine, but I personally like to correct it first. So the pinkness, it needs to be like pink salmon color. It needs to be an actual corrector and it will go in and take away that purple blue hue. So already I can tell a difference between this eye and this eye. So can you guys tell a difference between the corrector? A corrector works for me. That's the first step that I do with my makeup. Now that my under eyes are corrected, I'm going in with my foundation. I have been using the Makeup Forever foundation lately. I am in the shade 115 in this foundation. I was told that the shade 117 would best fit my skin because it has a little bit more of the natural yellow undertone, but this is what I have and I'm almost out of it, so I'm just gonna continue with the shade that I have, but I'm anxious to try the shade 115 next time. And as you can see, this foundation blends out very smoothly. Like it is a very thin consistency, yet it does cover. They say this is a medium but buildable foundation. I usually don't like to add a whole ton of layers because then I just don't really like how it looks on my skin. So I just use like one pump over my skin. I really don't put any on my forehead, and that's what I have to work with. Next, I am using a concealer. I am using my MAC Pro Longwear Concealer for under my eyes, and then I put just a little bit on my eyelids because it is used as a primer as well for your eyeshadow to stay on all day, and it kind of conceals any veins or anything that I have on my eyelids. For me personally, blending out my concealer is kind of tricky because I don't like to go under my whole eye area because I have a lot of fine lines, and it doesn't matter what concealer I use, it will crease a little bit under those fine lines. So I just kind of blend around my eye, and then once the concealer is set, then I will go back, I'll kind of wipe my finger off, and then I'll go back and then I'll go in the opposite direction and I will pat that, and that way it kind of blends the concealer up to the eyelash line rather than at first me depositing all that concealer under my eye to crease. Next, I'm going in with my Anastasia brow pencil and I am doing my eyebrows. My eyebrows are very, very naturally thin, and they don't have much of a tail, and I don't know if that's just hereditary, I don't know if that's a thyroid issue, whatever it may be. I have very thin eyebrows. I only pluck like under right here. I never pluck on this part of my eyebrow, and it doesn't grow. So thank goodness for eyebrow pencils. I'm using the shade Taupe, and I have a very detailed eyebrow tutorial on my channel that I will link down below, but I'm just gonna go ahead and fill in my eyebrows. Next up for my skin, if you guys are oily, you can set your foundation, but I usually just do my nose just because I have a lot of redness under my nose, and then I will lightly put a little bit of powder under my eyes just to set that a little bit. I don't like to do a lot. I am using the MAC Mineralized Skin Finish. I also have been using this for years, and it's just like more of a setting powder, so I really don't I'm not really picky on the powders that I use, but it's what I have and they just last forever. So I just do a light little dusting of that. Next, I am going to go through and contour or bronze my face, just the outer rim of my face to add a little bit of color before I do blush. This is a new product. This is why I think people have been complimenting me so much. It is the Too Faced Chocolate Soleil powder. So I just am going in a little bit with a big little fluffy brush, and I'm going in just under my cheekbones, and I'm just lightly going to put this all over the outer part of my face. I just feel like it makes my skin look very natural. I think it makes it just look really like pretty because there's a little depth to it, but not a ton of depth, like with a dark color contoured in between. If I really wanted to contour, I'd use a deeper product and just contour just the part like right here so you could see more definition of my cheekbones. But I just think that this looks really natural for an everyday use. Next up, I am using some blush. This is my favorite blush that I've been using actually for years and years. It is called Blush All Day, and as you can see, it is blush no more. There is like no more blush in it. It's broke. There's very little in it, so I have to be very careful when I open it up. But I am just going to pat a lot of it on my blush brush. I love blush, and I just like to just smile a little bit. Jared's like, how come you're so happy when you put your blush on? It's because I'm always smiling. So I just add a little bit of blush. This is my favorite blush because I wear a lot in the winter. It looks great with red lipstick. It's just a really pretty blush. I just love it. This is the Lou Lou Manizer. My sister Bonnie got this for Christmas and she recommended it to me. It is a highlighter, and a highlighter you only want to put on places that you want to highlight right in your face. If you have a lot of acne on your forehead, don't put a highlighter on your forehead. If you have a lot of acne on your chin, which usually I have a lot of discoloration, I won't put it on my chin. So a safe bet is just on the cheekbones. And I just think that it really adds a really pretty glow. Everyone's like, you have a beautiful pregnancy glow. And I'm like, do I say thank you, or do I say it's my products? But I definitely think it's both. I have a pregnancy glow, I love it, but this definitely helps with my glow. I usually add just a little bit to the bridge of my nose, and then just the slightest bit on my lip for my Cupid's bow, and then when I put my lipstick on, it'll look really pretty. But this is just the products that I use for my face. I'll go in with just a little bit of eyeshadow, a little bit of mascara, and a little bit of lipstick. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to thumbs up. And also, if you would like any specific reviews on any products, I would love to do them. Comment down below if you would like that. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this foundation tutorial video for you guys. We'll see you guys in my next video, and I hope you guys have a wonderful day. Bye.